Magandang buhay po at welcome po muli dito sa aking channel. Ngayon po ang aking pong ituturo is how to analyze, interpret, draw conclusions from graphic and tabular presentation. Okay, so how to interpret the different types of graph like the pie chart, the bar graph, the line graph, and the histogram. So bibigyan ko po kayo ng konting guide on how to answer some possible questions. Pero bago po tayo magpatuloy, kung ikaw po ay bago sa aking channel, click mo lang po ang like and subscribe upang ma-update ka sa iba pang video tutorial na aking i-upload sa mga susunod. Okay, so let's take number 1 graph. Mr. Pando wants to determine if his plant business is doing well in the past 5 months. To do that, he prepares a line graph of her past sales during the 5 months period. So here's the graph of the plant business of Mr. Pando. If you notice sa ating pong vertical numbers, yung 50, 100, 150 hanggang 300 pataas, yun po yung number of plant sales per month. At sa baba po, yung horizontal, yan po yung buwan from April to August. Okay, so here are some possible questions. Number 1, what is the highest difference in plant sales that Mr. Pando had since he started his plant business? What month is this? Okay. So, the first question, tinatanong lang po niya the highest difference in plant sales. Okay. So, mean to say, when we say difference, magsusubtract po tayo ng sales ng magkasunod na buwan. But if you notice, hindi na kailangan mag-subtract, sa graph pa lang, ang may pinakamahabang line dyan ay from May to June. So, meaning to say, yan yung may pinaka-mataas na different in plant sales. Okay, so try po natin. So, yung June, that is 250 ang sales niya. And then, yung May, ang sales po niya ay 150. So, if you're going to subtract, the difference is 100. Okay, so, yan po ang may pinakamataas na difference. Kasi yung April-May, 150 and 100, 50 lang po ang difference. At yung July to August, 200 to 250, ang difference lang po niya ay 50. So, meaning to say, so the highest difference in plant sales is 100. And the second question, what month is this? And that is the month of June. Okay, so how about this number 2 question? In what month did he experience a sudden decrease in his sales? What number is this? Okay, so yung tanong niya is sudden decrease o yung pagbaba ng kanyang sales. Sa ating graph, meron pong bumaba na line. So meaning to say, yun po yung kanyang sudden decrease. Kasi kapag increase po or increasing po yung kanyang sales, dapat yung line ay papataas po dire-diretso. So from June to July, bigla pong bumaba yung line, meaning to say, nag-decrease yung kanyang sale. Ano po? So, yan po ang pag-decrease niya po ay the month of July. The second question is, what number is this? So, ano yung number ng kanyang decrease? So, if you notice, ang June ay 250 ang sales niya, ang July ay 200. If you are going to subtract, 250 minus 200 is 50. So, yan po yung number na tinatanong po ng problem or question. Okay, so how about this number 3 question? If a plant cost 100 pesos per piece, how much money did he earn by selling plants from April to June? Okay, so the question asks kung magkano ang kanyang kinita or kikitain from April to June kapag ang cost ng plant na ibebenta niya ay 100 per piece. Okay, so ito po yung ating graph from April to June. Okay, so para po makuha po yung kanyang earnings, ay isusubtract lang po natin yung sale niya from June sa kanyang sale sa April. Ano po? So, 250 yung June minus April niya is 100. If you're going to subtract, the difference is 150 more plants. Okay, if you multiply 150 by the cost of the plants, which is 100, so 150 times 100, that is equal to 15,000. So, meaning to say, ang kanyang earnings from April to June ay 15,000 pesos. Okay, so how about this number 4 question? Between what 2 consecutive months did he obtain the highest increase in plant sales? Okay, if you notice sa ating graph, nag-increase po siya from April to May. Increase din po siya from May to June. At nag-increase siya from July to August. Okay, so titingnan po natin yung kanilang difference at makikita po dito yung highest increase. Ano po? So, from May to June, ang kanyang increase is 50. Okay, paano po nakuha? Ang May po ay 150, ang April ay 100. So, 150 minus 100 is 50. From May to June, ang kanyang increase is 100. At from July to August, ang kanyang increase is 50. So, yung June to July, hindi po yan increase. Ano po? That is decrease. So, ano dyan ang may pinakamataas na highest increase? That is the month of May to June. So, yan po yung tinatanong ng problem between what two consecutive months. Okay, so how about number 5 question? What is his average sales per month? Okay, so when you say average, all you have to do is you are going to add all the sales from April to August and then divide how many months. Ilang buwan po ba yan? 5 months. So, if you add the numerator, 100 plus 150 plus 250 plus 200 plus 250, that is 950. Divide by 5, that is equal to 190. So, therefore, ang kanyang average sales per month is 190. Okay, so how about this number 2 problem? Manuel is a grade 7 student. He studied very hard to get good grades during the 3rd and 4th quarters. He prepares a table of his grades for 2 quarters. So, ito po yung table ng grade ni Manuel. Okay? So, the first column is subjects from Filipino to MAPE. Second column is 3rd quarter grade and the third column is 4th quarter grade. Okay, sa baba po, given po yung mean at yung SD or standard deviation ng dalawang quarters. So, ito po yung question. Number 1. In which subject or subjects did he obtain the lowest grade during the 3rd quarter? How about the 4th quarter? So, unahin natin yung 3rd quarter. So, ano ba yung pinakamababang grade ni Manuel sa 3rd quarter? 81 po. Ano po? So, that is English. So, 3rd quarter po niya, pinakamababa ay English. Ano po? Which is 81. Sa 4th quarter, kung makikita po natin, ang pinakamababa na po dyan ay Filipino. Which is 84. Ano po? So, the 4th quarter, ang pinakamababa ay Filipino. Okay, so how about this number 2 question? Compare the 2 quarters. In what particular subject or subjects did he get the highest increase in his grades? Okay, so anong subject daw siya nag-increase or may pinakamalaking increase? So, mean to say, tignan po natin yung kanilang difference sa 3rd and 4th para makita po natin yung highest increase. So, sa Filipino, 82 to 84 ang kanyang increase is 2. Sa English, 81 to 85 ang increase is 4. Sa Math, 84 to 88, 4 increase. Science, 85, then 85, so 0 increase. Sa AP, 84 to 91, so nag-increase po siya ng 7 points. ESP, 90 to 90, so 0 increase. TLE, 89 to 91, ang kanyang increase ay 2. At MAPE, ang kanyang increase, 88 to 91 is 3. So, from the difference or increase, alin dyan ang may pinaka mataas? That is AP, which is 7 points. So, the subject with highest increase is AP. Okay, so how about this number 3 question? Compare the two means. What can you conclude about this? Okay, so yung mean ng 3rd and 4th ay nasa baba. So yung 3rd quarter, ang mean niya ay 85.38 at yung 4th quarter, ang mean niya ay 88.13. Okay, so what can you conclude about this? So, if you notice, tumaas yung mean niya ng 4th quarter from 85 to 88. So, since Manuel got a higher average during the 4th quarter, it can be concluded that the most of his grades per subject area has increased during the quarter. So, mean to say, tumaas lahat yung mga grade niya from 3rd to 4th quarter. So, kapag tumaas po yung kanyang grade, so, magkukonclude din po tayo that Manuel had studied harder during the 4th quarter rather than the 3rd quarter. Okay, so how about this number 4 question? Based on the standard deviation of the two quarters, which data is more dispersed or scattered? Okay, so nasa baba po kanyang standard deviation. Yung third quarter, ang kanyang standard deviation is 3.29 at yung fourth quarter ay 3.04. So, mas mataas po ang standard deviation ng third quarter. So, meaning to say, the grades from the third quarter are scattered or dispersed from the mean compared to the fourth quarter. So habang lumalaki po kasi o tumataas yung kanyang standard deviation, ay nagkakalayo-layo yung mga scores or grades mula dun sa mean. Okay, so salamat po sa inyong panood. Nawa po ay natulungan ko kayo sa inyong aralin. So don't forget to like and subscribe for more video lesson.